Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Please be quiet and courteous to others and silence your cell phones now.
This is the LCPD. All workers come outside for identification.
Everyone line up. Chinks to the sky.
He's got a warrant.
Hands away from your body now!
Guardian cleared for drop.
Everybody face down now!
Alright, so enough of that. We're going to hop into the movie experience. So,
Yeah, it's been a while, but welcome back to the movie experience. And right here you have Mr. Andy and Swag on Zero. So I'm not going to be hosting this episode of Movie Experience, but Swag on Zero is going to talk about the newest movie to hit Netflix that's actually trending at number 2 or 3 right now, featuring Chris Hemsworth, correct?
no, I'm doing Code 8.
Okay, isn't that what Chris Hemsworth did that just came out? Everybody's talking about?
That was Extraction. I could do that first if you like. I could.
Oh no, it's up to you.
Okay.
I give you the floor.
I actually pulled up the everything for Code 8, so I'll do that first. So we're going to be talking about Code 8. Code 8 is a superhero movie that takes another spin. That takes another spin on its reality. A superpowered construction worker falls into a group of criminals in order to raise money to help fund his ill mother. Now, I'm gonna give you let me go a little bit on the story. We got our main character who is played by Robbie Amell. He's in the show called Upload. If you have Amazon Prime, that's the only series I know him from. He plays Connor Reed, a powered individual that has electrical powers. I think they called him a class 2 in the movie. In this movie, you have different classes depending on your level. And he's trying to take care of his mom, Mary. His mom, Mary, has powers of ice, and it's helpful, but it's also killing her at the same time. Now, unlike any other superhero movie, it's not super flashy or anything like that. It's very grounded. It kind of reminds me of Push or Jumper in that way.
Oh boy.
It was much better than both of those. Thank God. Push was horrible, but it kind of did that realistic and grounded take on it. And the most interesting thing about it is that superhumans are pretty much enslaved. Like, it's hard for him to find a job. It's hard for him to walk around the city. Like, they're always being tormented by the cops because of who they are and the power that they possess. It almost feels like what X-Men could be if it was made in if it was made in MCU. This is what X-Men may feel like.
Okay.
So the world was already interesting. I was like, okay, this is definitely something different where everyone hates superheroes pretty much. Now he runs into he's looking for a job. You know how people sitting on the corner of a sidewalk and they're just like a group of them waiting for a job.
Yeah.
So it's just him and a bunch of other powered individuals doing that, because if they don't have a license, they can't work. They can't legally work. However, they do a good job at what they do, so they're just trying to find a job. Now, Stephen Amell is actually in this movie. He plays... Gosh, I can't even find his name. He plays a character named Garrett. He's also a powered individual. He pulls up on Robbie Amell's character and says, "Hey, I'm looking for an electric class 2. We got a job for you." So Connor goes up to him. He's like, "Look, what you need? I'm that." He's like, "Get in the car. We'll explain everything on the way." Garrett is trying to train him to be able to rob a bank so they could get money to pay back the person Garrett is the person that Garrett owes money to. However, things go terribly wrong during that robbery and escalate dramatically. Now, I'm gonna give you the good, the bad, and the experience.
All right.
The good, the acting was solid. I actually enjoyed almost every character in this movie. Robbie Amell could use some polishing up. I feel like he he will play more a comical character better than a dramatic character. Stephen Amell. Now, I didn't see too much of Arrow. I did see a little bit of Crisis on Infinite Earths. So I did get a little bit taste of him as an actor. The only thing other I saw him in was TMNT. So, yeah, that was the last thing I saw him in. But seeing him in this was definitely interesting. Seeing him play someone really gritty, I really enjoyed that. I like how grounded this movie was. It wasn't like super exploding. Like, it wasn't an Avengers. I would say it's even more grounded than Winter Soldier was. So everything was like, you could tell it was low budget and low tier. So I really enjoyed that about the movie. The story it almost felt like Takers, I would say. It almost felt like Takers. It was very simple. And it was almost too predictable at some points.
I did like Takers though.
I love Takers. I watched that. I watched that on Netflix not too long ago. That's really the only thing I could say about the good. The bad, the villain. I would say Double Toast explained it the best. It's like you could tell who the villain was once you saw him, and you could tell it was like, oh, that person's going to double cross him somehow. And it was just so annoying. He even had a scorpion. They said he even had a scorpion tattoo on his neck. Double Toast explained it best. It's like you walked into a tattoo shop. It's like, what specials do you have on the villain section for tattoos? Skull, nah. Devil, nah. How about a scorpion? I like that. It was like you could just instantly tell, and it was like, really, that'll be the only bad I could give it, for this movie. Now for the experience, I watched this at home on Netflix. I actually didn't know about it until I heard about it not too long ago, but I didn't know it was coming on Netflix anytime soon. So seeing like a YouTube video of a review on it, I was like, oh, this is out? I saw the name. I was like, no, let me just check this out real quick. And I gotta say, I really had fun with this movie. It was much deeper than I expected. I actually like the take on superhero movies that they did with this. However, the only thing I would say, this felt like more of a pilot of an anthology than it did a movie.
Okay.
So if this was a series, I'll be all for it. I would like them to go deeper in, because this world is so interesting. It was almost like Bright. They built such a fascinating world, but they didn't use it to its advantage. So if I wouldn't say I want a sequel. I would like an anthology series touching on the different people, the different powers they have, and all that, because it was the world building was pretty cool. The world building was pretty cool. As a rating, I would give it a # give it a chance. I can't put it high up, unfortunately. I can't put it that high up because it wasn't that excellent of a movie to me. It didn't really break any boundaries to me. But it did entertain me from what I did watch. So I would give it a # give it a chance.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Any questions that you had? I wasn't sure if you had any.
No, because you know what? I was actually confused about the movie. So this is the one I did see with Stephen Amell in there. So I think I do want to check it out.
Yeah. I would recommend it. Again, it gives me, like, if X-Men were a part of the modern day MCU, I feel like it will be a little bit more like this. You'll probably disagree with me because you're the bigger X-Men fan. So, yeah.